time of year, we all seem to spend a little too much money.
Yeah, budgeting your cash, however, is something you can do all year round. Vicki Canales joins us from Cornerstone Community Financial with How. So, Vicki, good morning to you.
Good morning.
We know many people, they struggle when it comes to a budget, especially this time of year. They're trying to get gifts for people. So you have some tips for them, right?
Well, I do. It is a tough time of the year when you want to give the bigger gifts. Best thing you can do, the first tip is, I would say, is make a list. Know what you're going for. Go to the store or go online and just go in there and just get the things you want and be done. Don't look at the other things.
Don't shop off the list.
Right. Stay on the list, stay on the target. You can expand the target a little more or expand your budget, but stay in within that budget, because that's what always helps.
Yeah, it sounds like we should do some homework. I know I have my list, so I'm glad that I got that first part on there. But I also, doing the homework of finding those deals.
Right.
And the list, it kind of helps with organization, but how does it help us, the planning process to then help our wallets?
There's always different ways that you can do that. If you find something that you want, this is going to be a perfect gift. Look around online, check at different avenues and see if it's cheaper somewhere else. A lot of stores will match prices, so that's another way that you can do that.
They will.
Just go with the list.
I usually just go for the lowest one and start there.
Yeah.
It's nice because you find it somewhere else. Hey, listen, this store has this, and you can get that discounted rate.
Right.
So, Vicki, you talked about that list, but I think you would advise people not to make a mental list.
The only mental list I would do is try to remember what you did last year and see how you can curve that budget from there. But as for a mental list, going online or going to a store is not a good idea, because then you'll add things and this looks cute and you might not want to do that. So if you have old pencil and paper, or even use your app on your phone and take that with you, and you can check it off as you go along.
Got to stick to it, though.
It kind of keeps us in check, no pun intended. But also with the Christmas season, there's things that are, they add up when we look back year over year. What are some of those items that a lot of people forget to budget but actually end up costing us?
A lot of times people forget to budget the shipping and handling when you're sending them to different places. You've got to add the shipping and handling in, or even the cost of wrapping them and bows and tags and things like that. Those are costs that you just don't think of until the end, until you needed them, and you have to add that into your budget too.
And they add up in a hurry.
They do.
And speaking of budgets, setting a limit, a budget amount for things is really wise.
Yes. Before you even go out, I would set a limit, and whoever you have to buy for, this is the limit, and then stay on that target. That's another good reason that instead of just buying for everybody, maybe a gift exchange or white elephant gift, something like that takes you back into the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, I was going to ask, because I know some people, you just don't know what to get them. Would you say maybe doing those different ideas, like an experience or like a white elephant gift, are those some budget friendly things that we can do?
Yeah, I would definitely do that. And if you're doing a gift exchange or you're doing like a white elephant, there's always a limit. So everybody knows, don't go past this limit, which is actually good. It also makes you think of the person and what you can get in that amount.
Yeah, that's kind of where those experiences come in. So maybe you want to do like a cooking class with your friend or something like that.
And these tips are really good, not just now, but all year round.
Right.
So many people, though, they'll be using credit cards to purchase things. So some caution needs to be used here, right?
Yes, definitely. We actually have a holiday savings that it starts in October, and the money is cashed out the next October, which is great, so you can save all year long. But if you are going to use your credit cards, make sure that the interest rate is not really high. Those high credit cards can get you into a holiday hangover, which when comes January, you're thinking of ways to reduce your monthly payment, things like that. Check with your banks or credit unions. As a credit union, we always have like a holiday loan. It's a low interest rate, and that's going to be better for you than a credit card that a high interest rate. You can make monthly payments, there's no fees to pay it off early, and it makes your budget spend out, you can save a lot more money that way.
thinking kind of long term instead
Right.
of just doing the result of, a credit card. Would you even say people just using, old-fashioned money? A lot of people don't have it, but is that, still a helpful thing for us?
It is. Even if you budget the money according, like each envelope, you're going to have, this is how much I got to spend on this person, this one. And at the end, maybe you can end up saving money, and what's ever left, you can donate to Toys R Tots or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I always keep a little cash on me because just that exchange, I find myself spending a little bit less when I have cash instead of swiping. So
That's
maybe,
true.
maybe a little tip.
Yeah. Very
These are-
good.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming, Vicki.
yeah, these are all helpful
Thanks.
tips.
I love having financial literacy conversations.
Yeah.
So beneficial.
It does help.